This is the bylaw that we have had at the last CCW. This one is covering water, sewer, and garbage. Okay? So, if you are feeling comfortable with the bylaw the way it was presented to you, or is presented to you, then we will try to get first motion for that bylaw. So if you have any questions or want more discussion regarding that, I think we did quite a good job discussing that last week.
I'll move first reading of the bylaws, 1582C, the utility rate bylaw.
Thank you, Councillor Barfuss. Is there any discussion regarding this bylaw, or are we okay?
Do we need to rescind the others?
No.
They're all part of
It
it.
should be rescinded when the bylaw
Okay,
is
yeah,
passed.
all right.
Yeah, it rescinds it because it's a yearly bylaw.
I think
Okay.
the only question we had was those, we build in a rate for inflation, which we thought might be on the high side, but I'm okay with it. I think it gives us the cushion, so.
It was reduced since.
Maybe we reduce it a
It
little
was
bit.
from 3% to 2%, if I remember right.
It was at 5%,
And
and we
you
put it
Do
to.
3?
2.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I remember you.
Yeah, I think-
reduced it with
yeah.
that. Okay, so seeing there's no discussion on this one, all in favor? Thank you. So, do you want to go ahead and do second reading and leave it at that, or do you want we leave it right there and we okay with that? Maybe we'll leave it at that, will be as well.
Let's do second.
You want to do second reading? Okay. Councillor Bengry?
I'll make a motion to allow second reading of the
No,
bylaw.
not to allow, but to do second.
Do it.
Oh, okay. I'll make a motion to
Move second reading.
move second reading of bylaw 1582C, utility bylaw.
Okay, that's good. All in favor? Thank you. So we will do the third reading next time around.
We'll do the public hearing.
Yeah, and we'll move that forward, okay? All right, so we need to go back to 7B. I'm sorry, we're jumping a little bit all over the place here.
It's like the rates.
Well,
hang around with Jeff.
You're very awake tonight, Councillor. All right,
I watched my
This-
face before I came.
this draft is draft bylaw 1646, which is called the council procedural bylaw. This is also something that we looked at. We changed the dates. We kind of amended the version from last year to this year. So if there is no questions regarding that, we can pass there again first and second motion.
I'll move first reading of bylaw 1646, council procedural bylaw.
Thank you. Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Thank you. So, Councillor Peavoy,
I'll move second reading of bylaw 1646, the council procedure bylaw.
all right. So, all in favor? Thank you. So we will pass the third reading the same way, the day that we do the other bylaw. Now, we need to look at a draft policy E32 under 7E. Employee Service and Commendation Policy. As you could see and remember, this one is a little bit of a rewrite of a certain number of policies that have been consolidated into one policy. Therefore, the minute we have approved this policy, we will also rescind all the ones that were part of that amalgamation. So, somebody give me a motion.
I'll move to approve policy E32, draft the employee service and commendation policy.
All right, all in favor? Thank you. And we probably can do second reading on this
So
one.
it's not.
Okay, you're right, obviously it's a motion.
But do we need to rescind those other policies?
Yes, we're going to do it right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, policy E28 needs to be rescinded, employee long service recognition policy. Councillor Bengry?
I'll make a motion to rescind policy E28, employee long service recognition.
Okay, all in favor? Thank you. Same story for policy E30. Somebody?
I'll move to rescind policy E30, recognition for service to employees policy.
Okay, thank you, Councillor Barfuss. All in favor? Thank you. And so now we have one more.
Okay, I will move to rescind policy E31, commendation policy.
Okay. All in favor? Thank you. That should clean up the book. Thank you. Now, let's go to 7I. This one is a little bit more tricky. And Jeff, I think you might want to present why we need to look at a couple options on that bylaw.
You bet. So Council, you'll remember this when we came forward. After I met with Municipal Affairs, they wanted a bylaw in place to put the parameters of amending bylaws. So it's redundantly called the Bylaw Amendment Bylaw. And after we did first reading, Municipal Affairs contacted me and said, hold the phone on any more readings. They've been going back and forth with their legal, and they've determined that they don't, that the act is a bit ambiguous in that section, and they don't want us to pass that bylaw. And they've recommended this, I think it's section 63 to 69, go to the for MGA review before the MGA is passed. So when you have a bylaw that's had first reading, there's two options. You can let it sit for 2 years and it dies. Or, if we want to just be clean about this, and I would request that you are, somebody can make a motion for second reading and you fail it.
Okay.
So you oppose the motion, and then it dies. And that way we can take it off the table, and once the act has been amended, we can work out how that's going to work and bring it back. But I just don't want it hanging out in bylaw limbo forever.
And this is on request from Municipal Affairs.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's,
yeah, they asked that we don't pass it, even though they originally were the ones that drove
in
it.
fact,
I like
I'm very grateful that we were looking at this, because what it is doing now is that our town indirectly is initiating an improvement to the MGA, which I can give kudos to Jeff for being so sharp.
I like the bylaw, I wish we could do it, but right now it's not the time.
Right.
So we make a motion to
I'll I'll move second reading of bylaw 1638, bylaw revision bylaw.
All right. So now remember, when you go to,
We're voting to rescind against this one.
So we speak against it.
so what, yeah, you.
No influence peddling here, Mayor.
All right, so I will call a question. All in favor? Opposed? There you go. It's dead.
While we're at it, are there any federal laws?
Suppose if
We don't have the queen, but the queen here.
All right, careful there. Okay, let's go to item number 8. 8A, 2016 planning session topics. If you have any more
No, there is
topics
no background to it.
that you would like to see added, please say so. Contact administration.
We can hear what topics we already have.
That's why I was just going to grab here, because I thought that would be,
Thank you.
give me 2 minutes and I'll, well, 1 minute and I'll have it here. Okay. If I might, Madam Mayor?
Please.
As soon as this updates, because I haven't turned this one on. Well, there we go. I have bylaw and liaison positions. Raw water irrigation.
Ooh, just a bylaw and liaison.
Yep.
Jeff, would you be able to send that to us
Yeah, I can just email you the
electronically, if you
list.
don't mind?
I've got about 15, 20 things, so what I was planning on doing is bringing it back in December and saying, we certainly don't have the time to do 20 topics,
Right.
so let's prioritize
Pick our priorities.
and pick 6 or 7.
Okay.
So, do you want me to read through them quick and then I can email them to you? So, raw water irrigation, bylaw enforcement of things like unsightly premises, etc., age-friendly communities, AXIA, renewable energy, slope stability, flood remediation, review of strategic plan, obviously, RCMP, infrastructure master plan, intermunicipal development plan, and council remuneration. So between you, I've had some input from a few, that's what I've got so far.
Okay. Can I just ask you a question since you have Axia? What has been the decision regarding the open house?
So they'll be there.
Is that going to
We've
be-
actually booked them another table to be right next to the town with their own
You
table.
mean, open house?
Community awareness.
They-
Community awareness.
Yeah, they'll be there.
Okay, thanks. All right, so you heard that, you will have a list of them, and then do you want council, each one to start to prioritize and send that priority list to you, or what would you
If
prefer?
I can just get the list together, we can have that discussion with everybody here. I think.
Okay, all right, fine, thanks. So, 9, financial report.
One last thing, I just didn't hear it come up on the list, was solar in there? Because by then we'll have the report.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay, 9, financial report. You have the September 2015 financial report.
I'll make a motion to accept the September 2015 financial report.
Okay, any question regarding that report? No? Okay, all in favor? Thank you. There are no committee and other reports at this time.
The only, Madam Mayor, the only changes in the committee is Schmidt Foundation is a new meeting time. It'll be third Mondays at 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
5 or 5:30?
Around 5.
5:30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You locked
Okay.
in the third Monday?
third Monday.
Okay,
Put
Sloan,
down very involved in that, are you?
which would be for administration to change that on their own listing.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. All right, correspondence, that is an important piece of correspondence. Town staff Christmas party, December the 4th. It's going to be at the Remington Center this year. And the entertainment will be by the staff.
No, I heard we have a presentation from Maybelline.
That's our entertainment, huh?
Wasn't there some kind of a dance? that was-
Something, yeah, something like
Oh,
We have a strong enough table.
It's not fully sorted out.
Okay, Councillor, you helped me there. Okay, so as far as we're concerned, we need to know if you are able to be there. We need to know if your important
Bringing someone.
other is going to be with you, and you need that fairly
Just
quickly.
email Cammy, if you haven't, I know she said she's talked to some.
She needs to know by the 22nd, right?
Yeah, I think that's the date,
She
yeah.
needs to know fairly
Email
quickly.
Cammy and let her know.
Yes, a lot of those last time,
Good.
and I think she
Good.
Okay?
Great.
All right, and I will prepare the Christmas cards for the staff, and we will also staff them with the little bonus that the staff has every year. All right, so that's the end of the official meeting for today.
I'll move to go in camera.
Thank you. All in favor? Thank you. So thank you to the media for being so patient with us.
Madam Mayor, if you could do this, I should have had this the second item first while my staff's here.